All right, you guys, I'm really excited tonight. Me and Laura were talking, and she is so excited. She's got so much put together for you guys. And I think this is going to be such a good training because we're going to talk about pivoting and then getting in action. And so, pivot is the first part of this, right? That's our mindset. That's where we make the decisions. That's where we commit. That's where we make a transition from what we've been doing to what's going to help us get to our goals. But the thing, guys, is you can't just do it in your head. You can't think yourself to success. You can't make all the positivity to rule the world. You've got to put all of that in motion and in action. And Laura's going to bring it in and talk about that. So I'm excited for you guys to hear it from her tonight. You want to go ahead and unmute yourself, girlfriend, and take it.
Hello. I was just telling my child she needs to turn my phone down, is all. But yes, I am so excited, you guys. When Mariah and I, like she said, we're trying to figure out what we were going to talk about, I was like, listen, we need to talk about pivoting because I've been doing this business for over 3.5 years, and I can't tell you how many times I've had to pivot. Okay, so I want to kind of just go over what does that look like and everything. And for those of you who don't know what we say when we mean pivot, okay, if you don't watch Friends, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Like they're trying to get this couch up these stairs and it does not fit. So of course, there's Ross just yelling, "Pivot!" Like seriously, you guys, because it wasn't working. When something's not working, you need to pivot, okay? And so what we mean in your business, sorry about, is that if something is not working, you guys, you need to know when is the right time to pivot, because just because you try something for one day doesn't mean, oh, that's not working, we need to pivot, okay? And so the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because recently, just in this past month, I had to have a mind shift, you guys. Like I said, I've been doing this for over 3.5 years, yet my lifetime rank is still only Emerald. Do you know how many times I have like been butt hurt because I didn't reach this goal and I'm not diamond yet and all the things, you guys, but I'm still here and I'm still going. Okay, so I want you to imagine this when you think of pivoting, okay? We always have these goals that we have, right? I know Mariah just did a live on the East Region page today. There's your little plug. If you didn't watch that, go watch that. It was amazing, and it was actually a lot of what we had on our Zoom last weekend or last week as well. So definitely go watch it. There was definitely some golden nuggets there for you to take away. But she was talking about, I lost my train of thought and I don't have notes. All right. But anyways, Mariah, what were you talking about?
I don't know what you were going with that goes along with pivot, if you want me to be honest.
I had something. Okay, listen, I swear to you I did, but my child's over there distracting me. And this is real life. Okay. Anyway, so I digress. I swear I have some good stuff coming at you. All right. Oh, she was talking about her goals. How you have to close your eyes and imagine what your goals are. That's what it was. See, you guys, you can be scatterbrained and still do this business, okay? You can do that. This is life. You guys, she had us imagine our goals and what our dreams are. And we're not just talking about like your daily goal, like what do you want to do tomorrow kind of thing, but what are your life goals, okay? So imagine this. Imagine every morning you wake up, you have that goal that you are trying to achieve, whether it be, living that dream life or reaching this rank or whatever it is. Imagine you have to get in your car every single morning to drive to that goal. And every single morning you get in your car, you pull out your driveway, you go down the street and you turn left, and it's a dead end. And then the next day, you have the same goal in mind. You get in your car, you go out your driveway, you turn left, and it's a dead end. Eventually, you need to understand that in order to get to your goal, you can't keep going down that same road. You've got to take another turn. And part of pivoting is knowing when is the right time to pivot. Okay. So I can tell you this from a business standpoint, I knew this past month that I needed to pivot because my enrollments, I'm no mass enroller, you guys, but I usually average like a dozen or so customers a month, something like that. And last month I had maybe 5. That was low for me. Now that may be high for some of you, but that was low for me and my normal. So I knew something needed to change. So what did I do? Instead of continuing to turn down the same exact road and keep doing the same exact thing over and over and over again, you guys know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results every single time. If it's not working and you want to reach your goals, you have to be willing to adapt. You have to be willing to adjust. You have to be willing to turn and try something new. And so I did. I pivoted in my business this last month. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't do anything crazy. I'm still doing all of the same things that I did. I'm just doing them differently and I'm doing them better. And you guys, I need you to hear that because the tasks we do, the host to post, the posting, the stories, the messaging, all of that is the same. But if the way you are doing it is not working and getting you the results that you want, you need to change the way that you are doing that. I'm not saying stop messaging. Dear Lord, please don't do that because honestly, posting's not working. I heard somebody say that once and I just wanted to just slow clap them all day long because you guys, posting is not working. Posting's not working. I don't know who told you it was, but it's not. Do we need to post? Absolutely, yes, 100%. You need to post because that's how people know your store is open for business. But just putting a post up is not working. Because let's say you have a store down the street, like an actual legitimate brick and mortar store, okay? You could open your door, you can turn your light on, but if nobody knows that you're there, that's not working. It's not going to work. So we still need to message. We still need to reach out to people. We need to have conversations and we need to be intentional. So I actually, Mariah, I'm going to send you something here in a minute. And because I actually created a board and I called it Pivot and I'm going to share it with everybody. And I kid you not, once I started doing this, 2 days after I started working my business this way, I signed 3 customers. Okay. I only signed 5 last month. I signed 3 in like a day and a half, all from re-pivoting my mindset and reworking my business in a whole new way. Same task, just working them differently. And 2 of those customers I signed, I kid you not, were from a host to post that somebody posted for me on Friday. They signed up on Saturday. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want to have to talk to somebody just one day? They didn't even accept my friend request. And now they're my customers. Okay. We want easy. We want simple. We want repeat business and customers. We want enrollments all the time coming in and flowing. So I'm actually going to share this board that I created. You'll love it because I called it Pivot and the emoji I used is a couch, of course, had to be. And I'm going to share that with you guys and I can walk you through exactly what it is, but it's basically host to post based. And it's just, I don't know if any of you have ever listened to Jenica Winter and how she does her host to post. A lot of this is kind of based very closely off of her methods because I actually combined with one of my sidelines who's actually in her downline. And I took some of her ideas and I took some of this team's ideas and I took some of my ideas and I kind of meshed them all together. And you guys, it stinking works. It's a little bit of everything. And I'm telling you, the host to post method is simple. Okay, Isabel? You're not going to sit on me. Okay. All right. So we have a new, it works right up here. It's okay. She's fine. But you guys, I am going to share this board with you and I'm going to encourage you, go through it, dive through it. If you have questions, reach out at all, but it's very simple. And the tasks are simple. It's how are we going to host a post? Who are we asking? The messages we're sending, the host of posts we're having them put up. You guys, I haven't done any distributor host post and I haven't done any giveaway host to post in like at all this month. And yet I'm in way more conversations than ever before. I've added way more to my network than ever before, which I don't understand it. It doesn't always make sense, but you guys, I'm telling you, it is working. So first step to pivoting is knowing when to pivot. Okay. If you have been stuck at the same rank, pivot means you can watch it later. You'll watch the recording. Okay. You guys, you need to know and understand when to pivot, okay? If something's not working, if you're not stuck and you're just banging your head against the wall, it's time to look into what exactly it is that you are doing, and you need to find something else that works, okay? And then, how do you pivot, okay? There's 2 components to this, when to pivot and how to pivot. And when I'm saying how do you pivot, I am saying, how are you going to do it successfully, and how do you know you're doing it successfully? You cannot try something new for 2 days and say, oh, that didn't work for me. Okay. So part of me doing this and testing this theory out before I even talked to my team about it, my girls, is I tested it out for 2 full weeks. I did this method for 2 full weeks just to see what it would look like. And you know, there was not a single day that I got less than 10 hosts post up. There was not a single day that I didn't add over 10 new potential customers or distributors to my follow-up list. So I know it works. The numbers don't lie. My enrollments are up, my conversations and leads are up. You guys, it works. So you need to know when to pivot, how to pivot, And here's the best part. And here's really, I needed to kind of get through all that, and I will share the board once I get my phone back in a second. But the biggest part of all of this, and this is the part that I need you to understand, is your mindset. Okay? Because I could give you what's working for me all day long. Okay? I could give you exactly scripts and what I'm doing, but actually what I love about the way I'm working it is I have it set up so that I can use scripts and it doesn't sound scripty because I'm voice memoing them. You guys, I'm going to talk to them about the gummies. I'm going to find out what their goal is. Once I know what I'm going to recommend, I'm going to be like, hey, Susan, I think this pack, fill in the blank, is perfect for you. I'm going to send over some info I have on it. Now, when I send a scripted text, it doesn't sound weird because I already voice memoed her and told her, listen, I'm a real person. This is what you're going to get. Okay. I can give you all of my little nuggets, all my scripts, all my things, all the posts I put up, all the hosted posts I get up, all the messages I send. But at the end of the day, unless you believe that it's going to work, it's not going to work. I don't know how many times you have to be on a Zoom. And I know I've been on every Zoom I've ever been on. I can't tell you how many times they're like self-development, personal development, mindset. You guys, there's a reason we keep talking about it. It may sound crazy. It may sound like some magic juju. I don't know. Whatever you need to tell yourself to sleep better at night. But at the end of the day, it's truth. If you don't believe something can happen, it's not going to happen. So before you start pivoting and taking the actual steps and following through with the steps and staying consistent and doing these things for at least 2 weeks to see and track it. I'm going to encourage you all. I'm going to challenge every single one of you. Do this new method, track your results for 2 weeks and message me. Tell me if it worked or if it didn't work. Because I want to know. I'm taking data because I'm trying to look at this from a business standpoint, because at the end of the day, this is a business. Okay? We need to find things that work. Isabel, stop. But you guys, mindset is key. Okay? So I need you to take some time tonight before you're going to start all this tomorrow. Let me tell you, you're going to do this method. You're going to host the post. You're going to use these messages. You're going to do all these things. But tonight, before you go to bed, I'm going to encourage you to journal, write down 10 things. Okay? You're going to write down 10 things. 5 of those things are going to be things that you want to happen in your life, in your business. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's tomorrow. I don't care if it's next year. I don't care if it's 25 years from now. But you're going to write 5 things that you want to happen in your life as though they already happened. Okay? You're going to write 5 things. And then you're going to write 5 more things that you love about yourself. First time somebody told me to do that, I puckered up my butt cheeks, like Ashley Mayfield would say, and I didn't know what to say. Because how often do we speak so highly of others, but don't believe that we can actually do something? How easy are we to compliment others and yell at them when they're talking bad about themselves? But when we turn and look in the mirror, we can so easily tell ourselves, oh, but so-and-so can do that. Mariah can do that because she's Mariah. You know, Sandy can do that because she's Sandy, but I'm just Laura. I can't do that. That life's not for me. I don't deserve that life. My life has been crap. I've made poor choices. I don't deserve all the good things. How easy is it for us to tell that? But y'all, you guys, I'm not as preachy as Mariah maybe, but here's what I need to tell you, because I love Jesus. I do. But I do. See, Belle told you she does. Here's the thing. Would you like it if somebody talked about your child the way that you just were able to talk about yourself? What would you do if somebody looked at your kid and said, man, you're lazy. You can't amount to anything. You deserve nothing. What would you do if somebody told your child that? Here's the thing, though. They would need dentures. Yes, they would, Michelle. They for sure would. At the end of the day, you are a child of God. You are sitting there telling his child all those things. And you are not. So that's what I want you to do today. And until you can believe that of yourself, nothing's going to work. Nothing. Because if you think you deserve nothing, you're going to get nothing. And I don't know who told you that you deserve nothing, but they were wrong. They were so dead wrong. Because listen, My life's been a crapshoot. I can't even talk about all that my life's been because I have my 7-year-old child sitting here on my lap and she doesn't know half of what my life was like. That'll be a story for another day. It will not be today. No, it will not. But you guys, my life, it could have so easily turned out way different. I could have so easily given up the towel. I could have so easily been in a ditch somewhere or not here or at all. But I decided in my life to pivot. I adapted to where I was at, figured out what was working, figured out what went wrong, and I changed it. And you need to understand that just because I tried this method right now and it's working right now, in 6 months it may change. But you guys, what are we going to do then? We're going to freaking pivot again. Okay? Why? Because we are children of God. We are amazing people. We're all freaking rock stars. We all deserve the world. If there is a dream on your heart and a vision that you have, and when you close your eyes and you imagine exactly what you want your life to look like, it's no accident that you see that. You see that because that is meant for you. It's already yours. I was watching a Steve Harvey special one time, and he said, once you pray for it, it's yours. It's already yours. But you know, he can't control when the mailman gets it to you. You know, it's going to come on his time, but it is yours. If you dream of that big house, that big family, if you dream of that job that you want, maybe this is just your means to get to that, to start your own business, whatever it may be, that is yours. And you need to claim it, and you need to understand that you deserve it. And if nobody told you that, and you don't believe that about yourself, you need to borrow my belief in it, because let me tell you, you deserve it. Every single one on here, every single one who watches the replay, I don't know who you are, I don't know what your backstory is, but you are loved, you are worthy, and you deserve all the good things, okay? That is kind of all I'm gonna say. I had some other notes, but I'm going to, sorry, I was a little distracted, you guys. I had notes, I don't know where they went. I literally just walked in the door from my son's baseball game and got this going on. But that's the thing. We have to be willing to do uncomfortable things like we've been talking a lot about lately, and pivot, even though it's uncomfortable. It may be uncomfortable to try a new method, but if you want more, you got to be willing to do it. So I'm going to toss it back to you, Mariah. I don't know if you took notes. I know we were very random over here, and I apologize for that. And I will get you that board that I want to share.
Perfect. Just send me the board on Messenger and I will get it in the chat for you guys as soon as she sends it over. But drop a emoji, a fire emoji, a smiley face or something. If you took something away from that, lots and lots of good nuggets. I was trying to put them all in the chat for you guys. There was so much goodness in there. I just love it. I think one of the things that really distinguishes the people who are successful in an industry like this versus the people who aren't is that willingness and ability to pivot. Because a lot of your issues, the things that you think are holding you and stuck in your business, why you can't sign the customers, why you can't earn the bonus, why you can't promote those, everyone's leaving you on red. You can't get people to post for you. You're struggling with Facebook jail. You are trying to make reels and they're not going viral. You're, having issues sending friend requests, like whatever those things are that you're thinking are, it's holding you back and disqualifying you. The thing is the top leaders, the people who do see success, they struggle with that too. Your problems in this business are not uniquely yours. There's someone else out there who has the same problem that has pivoted and found a way to maneuver past it. And that's a lot of times one of the missing links between where you're at and where you want to go is the ability to just skirt around the things that throw at you, because it's never going to be a straight climb to the top. It's never going to be this beautiful, amazing journey. It is, but it's not, cupcakes and rainbows. Okay. It has its moments, and when you can just accept that you don't have to have it all together, that whatever's going on in your business that's causing you to feel stuck, that it's not you, it's not uniquely to you, it's not holding you back, it's just another speed bump. And the cool thing about speed bumps, I don't know about you guys, but I drive around with a 1-year-old in the car, and a lot of times she's sleeping, and we want to keep it that way. So when you come up to a speed bump, I'm not hitting the speed bump right on. I'm trying to swerve around it, right? And we can do the same thing with our business. When we come up to those roadblocks, the speed bumps, the things that are derailing us, instead of just tackling them and stumbling forward, trying to push through, so we can maneuver around them. And one way to make sure that you're able to do that in your business is to reach out to your sponsor, reach out to a leader in your organization, because there's a very, very good chance that they've been through it, or that they know someone that's been through it, or they have a new idea for you to try to pivot through it. Because in this business, guys, you're only alone in this business if that's your choice. If you feel alone, if you feel like you don't have help, like, that's on you. And I don't mean that to sound heartless, but there's someone in this business who cares for you. There's someone in this business who has time for you. You just haven't reached out and asked. And so never feel isolated. Don't allow yourself to feel isolated, because that is one of the biggest tricks and tools of the enemy in your life and in your business. Is he wants to isolate you. He wants you to feel like you have nothing and no one, because that's when he can do his dirty work, right? But we're building kingdom business here. You're not here just to make some money. You're here to change your life. You're here to create a legacy. You're here to create impact. And so, of course, he's going to make you feel alone. So it's your job to make sure that you don't let that stand, that you reach out and find someone who has time for your business. Reach out to your regional, reach out to your upline, reach out to me or Laura. I promise there's someone that's going to be there to help you know how to pivot past this point. And like Laura was saying, guys, whether you believe you can do it or you believe you can't do it, you're correct. No matter what it is you do, whether you believe you can or you believe you cannot, you're going to be correct. And so I can sit down with Laura, and me and her can literally text by text do the exact same task list, send the exact same scripts to the exact same amount of people. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to have amazing results, and she maybe isn't going to. And it's not because she's doing different scripts. It's not because she's doing something else, but because I took the time to make sure I believe I can. Laura, I'm using for example, okay? But if you are taking the time to make sure your mindset is the right spot, the work of your hands is going to be more fruitful. Because I can sit here and I can send out 5,000 host to post messages, but if I believe in my soul that no one's going to post for me, if I'm telling myself that in the back of my head, like trudging through the messages, like, well, no one posts for me anyway. Well, everyone just opens a message and doesn't respond. I'm always getting left unread. And if those are the thoughts that I'm allowing to take root in my mind, then the work I'm doing is not going to be fruitful. I'm going to start speaking into existence the very thing I'm trying to avoid by saying and thinking these things. And so one thing I challenge you guys to do before you do any work is to take a second to do affirmations. If you guys have heard me talk about affirmations, you know I am like the biggest affirmation person, which is so funny because 5 years ago when I joined this business, I remember people talking about personal development, and I literally thought, like, I was like, I'm pretty developed as a person. I think I'm good. And then affirmations, even worse, like, you want me to stand in the mirror and be like, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're special. Like, I was like, this is mumbo jumbo and stupid. I don't have time for this. And for years in my business, I did zero personal development. I did not read a book. I did not write a journal entry. I did nothing. But one of the best things that has come out of this business is my love for personal development. It's taken a minute, but it has developed and completely changed my life. And you guys, if you can get on the train of affirmations, you can literally speak your life into an entirely different era. You can change everything for you because, I mean, it's scripture. The power of life and death is in the tongue. And if we're not controlling that, we're going to speak and believe negativity naturally. There's literally so much scripture talking about how hard it is to handle the tongue, how it just wants to go and all of that. And so when you're practicing affirmations, you're practicing changing the way you speak and think. And it sounds silly and funny and awkward, but the more you do it, it's so crazy, you start believing these things. And so every single morning for my business, I write down 15 affirmations. So I write down 5 affirmations for myself, because you got to take care of you first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You can talk as positive about your business as you want, but if you don't like yourself, if you don't have confidence in yourself, it doesn't matter how confident you are in your business, you're still going to have a glass ceiling. You're still not going to be able to reach the people God's calling you to reach, because you haven't yet got yourself in check. And so I always take a minute and write 5 things about me. And this is about me, guys. This is not about my leadership. This is not about my enrollments. This is about me. This is things like, I'm a good mom. I have time to be present today. I'm not just rushing through things. When my husband walks in, I have time to stop and say hello. I don't have to rush. I'm walking in God's presence. I'm, focused in prayer. I'm doing these things, like things that I need to work on, things that I need to just sprinkle a little bit more life into myself for. And then I take a minute and I write 5 affirmations for my business. And so this is things, guys, where are you struggling? Do you feel in your soul that no one's going to host a post for you? Then honey boo boo, that's what you're going to start writing affirmations about. You're going to write down that everyone you talk to post. Every message you send, someone responds. People are coming to you. When you get a host to post up, it gets tons of comments. If you feel like you're a leader that's struggling with having your team work with you, you're going to start writing life into your team. Because I guarantee you, leaders, if you're sitting there saying my team isn't working, your team is not going to work. It doesn't matter how much you wish it for them or hop on their case. If you are speaking death into their business inadvertently, their business isn't going to flourish. And as a leader, we have got to take better care of our team than that. I can tell you from years and years and years of experience in that avenue of complaining that I was working so hard and my team wasn't showing up. Y'all, my team isn't showing up half the time now, but you best believe every single day, I'm thanking God for the people that He's trusted me with. I'm thanking Him for the people that He brought into my business that I know I get to impact their life in some way, shape, or form. I'm writing affirmations that my team is showing up. My team is mass enrolling. My team's host to post is blowing up. My team is promoting. You get the power of life and death is in the tongue, guys. You get to start calling your life to a different place. And then the last 5 affirmations I do every morning is for my finances, because we're here to make money, you guys, right? And your 9 to 5 wasn't cutting it. Your stay-at-home momming wasn't cutting it. Whatever it was that got you here, your financial situation played a part in that. And so it's important that we start targeting our money mindset, because the truth is, guys, you will never outmake your blueprint for your finances. And so if you believe your cap is $5,000, it doesn't matter what you do. Even if you go above that, you will always settle back on what you believe your financial worth is. And, we all grew up hearing the things like, money doesn't grow on trees, or we can't afford that, or whatever that may be for your situation. And it is ingrained into your money blueprint. And if you don't take responsibility for that and start shifting it, it doesn't matter the work you do, because you're never going to exceed and get to the life of abundance that you're looking for. So I write things like, I'm living in abundance. I'm debt free. Money flows freely to me. Money just shows up at my doorstep. Like, I attract money from different angles. Like, I start speaking life into my finances. And by targeting these 3 things, that's like 3 of the most important things, right? You and your life, your family, your business, and your finances. And you can literally start talking yourself into a different life. You guys have heard me say it over and over and over again. Like, I'm not just here to help you make money. I'm not just here to help you build a business. I want you to go past that. I want you to have impact, and I want you to have your dream life. And I would love to be part of it. And I would love this business to support that. But at the end of the day, I want you to have your dream life. And so many people get stuck in the same cycles, and affirmations, you guys, literally takes that power and puts it in your hands. And instead of waking up each morning with the weight of the world, with the doubt, the insecurities, the fears, the anxieties, the depression, those things that we carry so heavily, you can literally define each and every morning who you're showing up as today. And the craziest thing, you guys, I promise on everything, that if you start doing this consistently, you will not recognize yourself in a month, in 2 months. the way you look at problems, the way you are able to see the places to pivot and how to pivot, simply because you decided to take control of your mind and stop just feeling the feelings, stop just reacting to the things happening around you, but instead taking control of your tongue, switching it to that positivity, moving into the response mode where you're in control, where you can really make an impact just by first defining who you're going to be. Like Laura was saying, you're a child of God. That means so much. And it's time that we start walking in that. It's time that we start showing up as that person. And one incredible tool to do that, you guys, is those affirmations. So I'm going to end there, but this was so good. Drop a 3. I don't know what number. I don't even know if we did numbers. So drop a 3 if you got something out of tonight. It was amazing. Thank you guys so much again for taking your time out of your Tuesday. I'm so proud of you for investing into your business, sitting here for 30 minutes with us. Those who show up, go up. And so you are doing a big thing for your business by consistently plugging in and showing up. And I promise that you will benefit from that. Yes, I shared the board in the chat, but I will also put it in all the chats that you would have come from to be on the Zoom to make sure you guys have the link for the board. Also, a shameless plug for you guys that are local to Charlotte area. I'm hosting one of the Sippin' Summer Socials. That is so hard to say fast. It's going to be August 17th. I just put the Eventbrite on the East Region page. Tickets are just $5, you guys. And then guests are going to be free. We're going to have a ton of product samples for you to try. We're going to have a try it presentation so you can bring your guest. And then we're going to have a 30-minute distributor training. And the East Region manager, Lanisa Williams, is going to be there as well. So put it on your calendar, guys. Go get your tickets and come hang out with me. It's going to be a super fun evening. And hopefully any of you guys that are relatively local to the Charlotte area, I hope I'll see you guys there. So like every week, we're going to pray us out real quick, and I will see you guys back on next week. Same ID, same time. So, dear Lord Jesus, thank you so much for this space where we get to come together each week to continue to grow in ourselves, our knowledge with you, and our knowledge in business. And we're just so thankful for all that you're doing here. I just believe so deeply for each and every one you have here. I believe they're here for a reason on this call, in this business, at this stage in their life, that you are calling them to go deeper and to walk with more faith, that you are moving mountains that they don't even know are there, that you're preparing a way and you are going to radically change everything for them, for their families. And then beyond that, I know you've called us to do and go so much further than we believe we can. And I'm so excited as you continue to strengthen these people's faith and to continue to bless them through this business and this industry. And we're just so thankful for this space, and we're just so thankful for all you're doing here. In Jesus' name, amen. And make sure you guys are out there hustling, because this is the last month for all of your incentives, your Ruby green carpet experience pack, the Ruby builder bonuses, and to earn your spot in Jamaica. Y'all, I haven't said it in a few weeks, but you got to get your spot in Jamaica, because I'm buying the first round at the all-inclusive resort. So make sure you find me there, hold me accountable, and I'll make sure we're taking some drinks together. I want to see as many of you there as possible, because Jamaica is going to be so fun, guys. I got to go on the last sea Libby, and coming from someone who's been there, you don't want to miss this trip. You are not too far. It's time to buckle down, hustle your booty off, and get yourself there. So that's all I got for you guys, but I hope you have an awesome rest of your evening, an amazing week, and I'll see you guys next week.